We had the rarest of rarities this past week, a trade between division rivals. The Patriots getting DeVante Parker from the Dolphins, and an exchange of draft picks also went in there. Parker had 40 catches, 2 touchdowns in 10 games last season. And I guess the question to ask, D. Wood, I'll start it with you. We've been wondering, when will the Patriots jump in here to all the wheeling and dealing, and they needed a top-line receiver. Is this the move they needed to make? Does this make that a playoff team in the jam-packed AFC?
Yeah, I don't know if it makes New England a playoff team because the AFC is so jam-packed, like you said, but I do like the move for New England. It does give them a bona fide wide receiver on the outside that they really haven't had. Now, I think DeVante Parker needs to stay healthy. That's been one of the things that's been holding him back, is not being able to be healthy. But I think him with Mac Jones, I think his production is going to go up because, in my opinion, Mac Jones is a better quarterback than Tua. So I think this is a good move for New England and DeVante Parker as far as his career moving forward.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so all right, so you got the 2 quarterbacks from Alabama. Hold on, I hadn't planned to go there, but why not?
I mean, Mac Jones,
agree with that?
Mac Jones overachieved, based on expectations last year. But I think Mac Jones went into a pretty good situation. Great offensive line and awesome defense. Tua has had 3 offensive coordinators in 2 years. He had the worst offensive line possibly that we've seen in several years in football as far as protection concerned. And he had a head coach and an owner who presumably, based on all the stories that we have, did not get along.
Right.
That is a terrible, terrible situation. And I believe statistically, he was similar to Mac Jones last year, even with all that against him. I think that Tua may not be like a world beater top 5 quarterback. He's going to have a much better season, in my view, than Mac Jones in this coming season.
I look at the uncertainty around the coaching staffs, and I don't think enough has been made of this in New England, right? Mac Jones had Josh McDaniels, veteran offensive coordinator last year. He is now the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Who's going to coach the offense in New England? We don't really know, but indications are that it's going to be Matt Patricia and Joe Judge in some sort of combination. Nothing against those guys, but they haven't coached any offense, right? They're defensive coordinator and a special teams coordinator. Right. Both, of course, have been head coaches as well. So a lot of uncertainty there, a lot of transition. And yes, transition in Miami too, but the new head coach in Miami is an offensive guy. Like he'll have a plan, and he'll be able to articulate it to the quarterback.
So he would put all that into the pot, because it's fair. Right now, if you were drafting again and you could take one of those 2 guys on your team, throw out whatever else is on your team. Are you taking Tua or are you taking Mac Jones?
I'm taking Mac Jones because I know Mac Jones is going to be available every week. Mac Jones is accurate. He's not the greatest athlete, but I know he's going to be there and he's going to be accurate with the football. He's going to put the football where it needs to be put. So with that, just off of that alone, I'm taking Mac Jones.
How about you, Dominique? Right now, you're starting a team, could have either one of those 2 guys.
Yeah, I'll take Tua. I think Tua is a better quarterback than Mac Jones. I know we don't have a ton of evidence to point to it, but we just saw those stats. They were very similar, and nobody would disagree with the fact that Mac Jones was in a better situation last year than Tua was.
Situation's all that matters, and the Dolphins have put a ton of pieces around Tua. The Patriots do everything on the cheap and look for value, and that's what they did in acquiring DeVante Parker.
We'll see. And look, both of them play in a division where we all think Buffalo is the best team, so they'll be in that fight for a wild card, and we'll see where it all winds up going. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.